practice is going to be a little bit more concentrated on the side body and the obliques. So our twisting muscles and our side bending muscles. Most of it's going to be on the ground. So we're going to start on our hands and knees. We're just going to warm up with just a few little cat-cows. Nice and easy getting the spine arching. Inhale. And curling on the exhale. I'm sorry for the background noise today. I'm in a public place here. I'm in a marina. And people are waking up. Keep rounding and arching the spine. Trying to really focus on getting the mid back to move. The middle back to move. Nice, now tuck your toes under, push your hips up and back. Find a nice easy down dog. You don't have to have straight knees. Pedal the feet, one heel down at a time. One heel down at a time. Let your hips kind of sway off to the side, side to side. Get a little movement in the hips. And then we're going to start to walk our hands back to our feet. And we'll just take a big breath here in our ragdoll. Just let the shoulders relax, let the head just drop down from the spine. Take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, push down through your feet and roll up your spine one vertebra at a time. Take a full breath in at the top. Lift your chin up. Maybe arch your back a little bit. And then as you exhale, roll back down one vertebra at a time. Walk yourself slowly out to plank pose. And we're just going to do a little swivel through the heels, side to side. So this is going to be like a little warm up to get our oblique, our twisting muscles warmed up. We're putting some weight in the shoulders. Just dropping the heels side to side. Of course, you have to have the feet wide enough to fit. Nice. Let's do one more each side. Little twist. And then let's just lift your hips right back up to your down dog. Take a little pedal of the feet again. Beautiful. Now come forward to plank again. Shift your weight. And we're going to drop down onto our knees. So our first move here is going to be a bird dog with your right leg back and your left arm forward. Stick your thumb up into the air. On your exhale, you're going to bend your elbow and your knee directly off to the side and then reach back. We'll do that about 5 more times. Exhale to pull elbow and knee. Inhale to stretch. Exhale, pull. Inhale, stretch. Pull. We've got 2 more here. Pull. Everything else is still. Spine is long. Last one. Pull. And then stretch it out. Slowly come back down. We'll switch sides. Reach. Find your balance first and then pull the elbow and the knee out to the side for 6. Using your exhale to pull. 5. 4. 3. 2, we got 1 more. And then slowly return to your hands and your knees. Inhale into your cow. Exhale into your cat. Sit your hips back towards your heels for a moment and walk your hands way out in front of you. Then bring the arms off to the right. Your left hand will stack on top and you're going to lean your hips to the left so you get the body to stretch, the side body to stretch open on the left side. Deep breath here, relax the shoulders. And then walk it to the other side, right hand on top, hips to the right. really sort of creative new moves for us today. The first one we're going to do now, on the hands and knees. Actually, I'm sorry, we're going to start in plank. So go ahead and step back to your plank position. I'm going to step my right foot off to the side of my mat, just like this. Step it forward and off to the side. Now I'm going to bring my left foot to meet it. So I'm in this twist. My right hand comes behind my head. I'm going to open up for a little twist, put my hand back down, left foot steps back, right foot steps back. Let's do that again. Step up to the right, join with the left, hand goes behind the head as you twist, and then you come back down. So foot back, foot back. Let's go a little faster. Right foot, left foot, open up, and down. Left foot, right foot. Again, right foot, left foot. Open up, and down. Ooh, that feels good. Left foot, right foot. We got it one more time. Step, and open. You don't have to step as far forward as me. It all depends on your amount of rotation. Now let's try the other side. Left foot steps off to the side. Right foot meets it. Hand goes behind the head. Open, and put it down, and step it back. Right foot, left foot. Again, step, step. Hand goes back, open, down, back to plank. Two more, step, step. The knees are trying to squeeze together here. Open, little bit of a balance challenge there. One more time, step, step. Open, back down, and step to plank, and then drop your knees. Keep your toes tucked and just do a little reverse stretch here for your chest and just getting the weight off the wrist for a moment. Big breath. And then we're going to come back down, this time to our left elbow. So drop your left elbow straight down so it's right under your shoulder. Your right hand is a kickstand. And then we're going to tuck the toes. We're going to progress this movement here. I want us to keep the toes tucked so we can lift the knees up off the floor and then put it back down. Just that. Up, off the floor, and put it back down. And lift. It's just a little bit of a hover and down. Hopefully you feel this in your left side a little bit. And down. Now here's the challenge. Can you lift your knees off and then kick your right leg to the side of the room? Kick and back down. We kick and we back down. I'm trying to get my leg straight off to the side and down. And reach and down. Out and down. We've got two more. Kick and down and kick and down. Now, keep your knees down, but extend your right leg behind you. I'm still on my left elbow. I'm gonna start to roll my right hip on top of my left, right? So just open up, stack, and then we're gonna pulse our right leg up. You can turn to look at the side if that feels okay on your neck, or just look down and focus on the muscle on the outside of your right hip that's lifting your leg up, up. Keep going, except now we're going to make little circles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your knee, and then you're going to use your left elbow to sit down on your left hip. So this is a little mermaid variation. Normally your mermaid is up here. Today we're on the elbow. If you need more padding for your elbow, just roll your mat up. Okay, hips lift. So now we're in like sort of a side plank variation on our knees. We take the right arm behind our head, and we're gonna go down towards the floor and lift. Just that. Down to the floor and lift. So more twisting. This is 4, 5, last one, 6. Now see if you can stay up here. Take a break if you need to. Extend the top arm and extend the top leg. We're gonna pull our elbow and our knee together. Pull. Notice I'm pulling my knee up to the ceiling. Pull. That's gonna get the side body. If you need to drop the hips and do this on your on your side butt, you can do that. Or try to stay lifted. 4, 3, 2, and last one. 1. Starting to sweat. And then come down. All right, beautiful. We are going to do that whole thing to the other side. So I'm just going to flip over. We're going to start on our hands and knees. So the first thing we do is we bring our elbow down to the floor. Right elbow down. Tuck the toes. Lift the knees straight up. And then straight back down. Straight up. And straight back down. And lift. And we lift. Good. Now we're going to add that side kick. My left leg goes out to the side as I lift the knee out. Ooh, it's harder on this side. And out. Yes. So this has to do with the strength of your obliques. So if you're feeling stronger or weaker on this side, that tells you something about your obliques. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we put it down. We stay on our elbow, we extend the left leg, and then we're going to open up. Remember, stack your hips. We lift, lift. Tiny little lifts. I'm really stretching my leg behind me, everybody. So it's not in front. I'm really open through the front of my left hip here. Stretching back. Trying to lift directly up to the ceiling from there. Yeah. Keep going. We're going to add those circles in a moment. And we circle 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse it. 6, 5, 4, 10. I forgot to 10. Count to 10. 3, 2, 1. Now, put your knee down. You're going to bring yourself down onto your right hip. Holding up my mat here. And come into that mermaid position. I make sure that I'm not sunk down in my shoulder to start. Really lift up and out of the shoulder. And then drive the hips straight up. Hand goes behind the head. We take some twists here. Down and open. Yep. Down. Good. Last 2. And 1 more. Rotate. Now, I'm going to see if I can stretch my top arm and leg away from each other. I come in, elbow to knee. 1, 2, we're doing 8, 3, 4. I'm going to drop the hips down if you need to. 5, 6, 7, 8, and then release it down. Okay, before we come back to our side, we're going to do some quick bridge work on our back. So lie down on your back. We're going to make sure our feet are about hip width apart, and then we're going to press, use our glutes to press our hips up to the ceiling. Just stay here for a moment. Make sure that your ribs, your low ribs and your hip bones are pulling slightly in towards each other. So I'm not expanding open through the front of my body. I'm contracting in a little bit, and then try to find your glutes and lift your hips a tiny bit higher from there. Good. We are going to lift our right leg in the air. Now, with your right toe, I want you to thread the needle. So bend the knee. See if you can find the hole underneath your other knee and reach it under, and then kick it back up. Let's try that again. With the toe, like you're threading a needle, under the little hole here, let the hip drop, and then pick it back up. Nice. We've got 4 more. Down, through, and lift. Down, through, and lift. Underneath, and up. Make sure your abs are still working here. And up. Put that foot down. Make sure everything is level. And then let's lift the left leg. And we'll try that whole thing on the other side. Bend the knee, go through the hole, and then kick it back up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Kick it up. 1. Put the foot down. Lift your hips up a little higher. And then we're going to roll down our spine. 1 vertebra at a time. Okay. Now, knees up to tabletop. We're going to do Pilates crisscross. Everyone knows this. Hands go behind the head. But what's different maybe about the way I teach it is that I go very slow. I'm going to bring my lower back into the mat here, so imprinting. Then I lift my chest up. Try to get both shoulder blades off the floor. As I twist, I extend the opposite leg forward and away from me. And then I inhale, come back through center. Really lift up tall. Rotate. Back to center. Exhale. And center. So my goal is to keep my shoulder blades lifted off the mat and also my lower back pressed into the mat. And we reach, breathing in. And we reach, breathing in. Exhale, reach. We don't do as many because we're going really slow and methodically so that we're actually using the obliques. We're not cheating our way through it like we often do if we go fast. That's it. Good. We've got 2 more. Reach. And last one. Reach. And then hug your knees into your chest. Take a big breath. All right, we've got a few more moves. Come up. This time I'm going to come back to my left elbow. Left elbow on the ground. This is actually one of my favorite ones to teach here. We're going to keep our hip on the floor. We're going to stretch our top arm long and our lifted leg long. Now as my leg goes behind me, I'm going to lead my body forward and reach on the diagonal with my arm. And then I'm gonna bring my arm behind me as my leg goes forward. I let that arm circle back so you get that big stretch through the chest. And then switch again. Reach back. And so the arm and the leg are moving in the opposite diagonals. Let your upper body just go with the motion here. Not super technical, just find that length, that little bit of spiral. I'm letting my chest open here. Let's go a little faster with 3. You can bring the hand behind the head if that's better. 2, 1. Excellent. Now, come down onto your forearms. Feet about hip distance apart. Okay? Actually, no, let's try this. Let's bring the feet together. We're gonna lift up into a forearm plank, just for a moment. Forearm plank. Now see if you can bring your heels to the left. Just see. If you need to put your bottom hip down, please do it. But if you can keep your hips up, great. We're gonna lift our top leg up. 10, 9, hips down if you need to. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Find yourself all the way up to the other side. Guess what? That was our last crazy move. So hopefully you felt that one. Now we're on the right elbow. And we're gonna stretch. This is a nice fluid one. We get a little less intense here, a little more flowy. We go back. And reach. Reach. So the arm and the leg are just going in opposite diagonals. Remember that hand can go behind the head. The hand behind the head is nice because it really challenges you to use your spine as opposed to just flinging your arm around. Good. Let's do a few more. Reach. Let's go a little faster. 3, 2, and 1. Onto the elbows for forearm plank. Feet together. Feet together. See if you can lift up from your center body, right? From your deep abdominals. Lift up into forearm plank. See if you can swivel your heels to the right. Put the hips down if you need to here. Lift up the top leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, really straight leg. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Okie dokie. Come up to a seat. You're finished with the hard stuff. Now you just get to stretch. Put the soles of the feet together, knees open. And just take a big breath in. Lift your chest up as high as you can. Out of the hips. And then exhale, just fold forward over the legs. Let your body just drape over here. If you like to sway from side to side, sometimes that feels really good. It's also very relaxing for the nervous system. And then you can walk your hands over to the right so that your head is like just facing over your right knee here, just letting yourself relax, shoulders down, easy. Take a few breaths into the back ribs. walk it over to the other side. Big full breath, relax, especially the upper body, let go. And then just come over onto your hands and knees. We're gonna finish with just rolling up the spine. So finding an easy down dog, heels reach to the ground, pressing back through the shoulders. Gently walk the hands to the feet. Really find the center of the feet, let your head totally relax. And as you find your out breath, roll up. Okay, you're done. Good job.